Does this mean we could be seeing GTA 6 on the Nintendo Switch 2? Before we get started with today's video, I'd just like to thank everybody for 2,500 subscribers. We've just recently hit that milestone, so thank you all very much. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you are doing so, because that does help the channel out. So today's Nintendo news comes from Take-Two Interactive. They just had their investors meeting for the year, their financial results meeting for the year, and they talked about the year ahead. In this meeting, they actually talked about the future of what they're going to be working on, the future of the company, and they actually mentioned Nintendo quite a bit. They mentioned the Switch 2, and I thought it was quite interesting. They said, "We've had a long-lasting relationship with Nintendo, and we've supported the platform when it made sense for an individual release. There was a time when Nintendo platforms were really geared towards younger audiences, and that was reflected in our release schedule. Now, today, with Switch and potentially Switch 2, the Switch device can support any audience. As you may have noticed, Civilization 7 is now available on Switch, and while we have nothing to report, we would actually fully expect to support the Switch." Now, this is interesting as it reveals that Take-Two, the publishers behind GTA, they own Rockstar, they also own the NBA games, I believe, they make those games too. A massive big publisher has turned around and said, yeah, the Switch and Nintendo is a viable option for us. We see Nintendo as an option, and we see them as a platform we want to publish our games onto. Now, they no longer see the Nintendo platforms as, children's platforms. They see them as just regular platforms that games will make money on, which is a great thing to see. The more games we get on a Nintendo console, the better, and it's good to see Nintendo is being treated the same as Xbox and PlayStation. As for a long time, especially with the Wii U and the 3DS, they wasn't really seen as, a proper platform. They were kind of seen as a family platform. Now, that's kind of changed with the Nintendo Switch. Of course, a lot of families do buy the Nintendo Switch for things like Mario Kart, for Mario Party, for the Mario games, for the Nintendo games. I get that, I understand that. But also, a lot of adults are also buying the Nintendo Switch as it appeals to a massive, huge market. And it's good to see, publishers turning around and saying, yeah, we see this, or we see Nintendo as an option to publish our games onto, and we want to keep supporting Nintendo. About 10 years or so ago, that was not the case at all, so it's great to see that there's been a massive shift in how these publishers think about Nintendo. So the question is, what has this got to do with GTA 6? Well, 2K, they actually publish GTA 6, they actually own Rockstar, and it's good to hear that 2K are talking about the Switch. Where possible, they want to put games out on Switch. Now, this doesn't confirm GTA 6, they haven't had any kind of announcement about that, they have nothing to announce right now, but, they want to get as many games as possible onto the Switch. They want to support the Nintendo Switch. Now, if GTA 6 is able to run on the Switch 2, I feel like it is pretty likely at some point we will see a port, if the game could run. We don't know how powerful the Switch 2 is going to be. If it is powerful enough, I feel like we will see a port of GTA 6 to the system. If it's not powerful enough, I don't feel like we'll see a port. I feel like, 2K and Rockstar, the only reason to stop them porting this game over to Switch, or Switch 2, I should say, there's no way that GTA 6 could run on the Switch 1. But let's say the Switch 2 is powerful enough, I feel like we'll definitely see GTA 6. However, if the Switch 2 isn't powerful enough to run it, I feel like we won't see it. The only thing that's holding GTA 6 back from being on the Switch is the power. From that quote, we can imply that, 2K want to get as many games as possible on Nintendo Switch due to the audience, and if GTA 6 could run on the Switch 2, if the Switch 2 is powerful enough to run GTA 6, yeah, I feel like we will definitely see a port at some point. Now, I feel like the dev team at Rockstar are focusing solely just on the Xbox and PlayStation versions, but when a PC version comes out, or then, after the fact, maybe a year or so from now, maybe then they'll work on a Switch 2 version if the, if the Switch 2 hardware is powerful enough to run the game properly and in a decent state. Of course, this is all speculation, they haven't mentioned GTA 6 at all. They've just mentioned that they want to keep, supporting the Nintendo Switch 2, which is definitely a step in the right direction to getting GTA, the latest GTA, onto a Nintendo platform. If we go back 10 years, you know, 2K didn't really support the Wii U, and we've only really seen modern-ish GTA games with the trilogy that got remastered a couple of years ago. That's the first one we've had on a major Nintendo home console. So yeah, I don't know, things are looking positive. They're not confirmed, you know, GTA 6 is not confirmed, but the future is looking bright, and in my opinion, we will see GTA 6 on Switch, given that the hardware is powerful enough to run the game. If it's not, obviously we won't, but in my opinion, you know, the audience and the business side of things is not holding 2K back. Of course, the Wii U had a lot of its games dropped very early on due to lack of sales and lack of audience. The Switch 1 and the Switch 2 definitely don't have that, so they're interested in making more ports. I feel like it just comes down to how powerful these systems are, because they're hybrid systems. Depend on what games are possible and what games we see be brought over to Switch 2. Now, in a perfect world, I don't feel like this is going to happen. I don't feel like it's likely at all. But imagine in that April Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, it opens with a new trailer for GTA 6, and then after it's announced that it's coming to Nintendo Switch 2, that would be absolutely insane. Now, I don't feel like we'll see it this close to the Switch 2's launch, and I feel like GTA 6 will launch on Xbox and PlayStation first. But how amazing would that be? I mean, it's probably not likely, but how amazing would it be to see a new GTA 6 trailer in a Nintendo Direct and get the announcement that the game is coming to Switch 2? That would be absolutely insane. Now, yeah, that's all speculation. All of this is speculation. Nothing is confirmed. All we know is that 2K is interested in still working with Nintendo. They have nothing to announce so far. And yeah, this is all just speculation. Maybe we could see GTA 6 in the future. This is a first step. This is a step in the right direction to getting this game on Switch. The publisher is interested in Nintendo. They still want to work with Nintendo. They see it as a large part of their business, as it was mentioned in the financial report. So yeah, things are looking more positive than they used to be about, you know, 2K working with Nintendo. Alright everybody, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you feel like GTA 6 could eventually come to Nintendo Switch 2? Do you feel like the system will be powerful enough to run the game? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below, and I will see you in another video. Thanks for watching everyone.